Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Tuesday, the 14th of January. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, we're off to a good start. If we're going to reject it back up to the high, we have had a nice move up. We had the buy signals I was talking about. We had buy signals on ES, NQ, RTY, and YM, and those have all either made target or made the possible near miss target. Now, where are we now? Well, that is an inverted head and shoulders. So we're about to break up from that, and the question is, are we going to make it to target? Now, a sustained break up over 59.10 basically gets us up to about 56.10, and that, if we can hold it, is enough to really tip the scale and kill off the existing head and shoulders, I think. So that is a very good start. So we will see how that goes. But if we can get back up there, our chances of getting the rest of the way are pretty good. NQ, you can see another inverted head and shoulders there too. RTY, not as clear, but I think there's a theme here, and they're all coming nicely off the low. So if we are going to go back up, then actually this is a pretty good way to start that. Obviously, we've got a lot further to go on RTY, where we're probably not going to see a high retest, but we could if it catches up. It's been lagging for quite a while now, and we've got a potential double bottom kind of ish on Dow, which could get us there as well. All right, DAX and the STX. Could this still be a bull flag on DAX? Yeah, it could. And obviously we'd already come back up and retested this prior high. So hang on one second. Let's have a look on ESTX at the full 3-month picture here. Yeah, we're pretty much back up at the highs already, but we may well be going up and giving those another test. All right, so let's have a look at the bigger picture charts. Okay, looking at sorry, looking at the daily chart, obviously the resistance is still the daily middle band. We've got that at 6,007, and it needs to get back up to it. At the moment, this is a inverted head and shoulders that could get us back up to that test. But obviously, when we get to that test, it needs to not fail at the daily middle band again. So we will see how that goes. But that is basically really the next resistance on SPX, particularly as it's SPX which has been repeatedly failing at the daily middle band. In terms of the hourly chart, did we get an hourly buy signal in the end? We did, and we've got an RSI 5 buy signal as well. Those are still some way short of target. And they are very, very promising for getting further. In terms of the Qs need to get back up to the daily middle band. This actually was probably the slowest off the lows yesterday, which was interesting because the last rally was actually mainly the Qs. So we went a little lower. We've got an underthrow on this flag here, but that's not bearish. So obviously if we broke down and held it, then that would be bearish, and that would have a target, as I was saying yesterday, in the 467.5 area. But here we don't have an RSI 5 buy signal because it came too high in between, but we do have a possible RSI 14 buy signal brewing. Looking at Dyer, needs to get back to the daily middle band. This one was had a very nice move off the low yesterday. We've got actually buy signal brewing on the weak RSI 14 here, and on the hourly chart we didn't really get any positive divergence. Looking at the overall wedge here, got over halfway up to the resistance. It needs to break back up over it, but if so, then this would be targeting, and we'd need to see down move or SPX and NDX overshoot to see this happen. This is a decent looking flag, and we would be looking at a target back up at 450.25. So I'll be watching that with interest. All right, looking at IWM. IWM, we've got, hang on, wait a second. We've already got buy signals on the daily chart here. We've got an RSI 5 buy signal fixed and a weak RSI 14 buy signal fixed. On the nothing on the hourly chart here. On the 15-minute, we obviously got a decent looking little double bottom here, and we will see whether that's got legs. But yesterday was, if we are going to see the break up that I was talking about yesterday was a good start. Not enough, but it's a good start. The main thing I'll be watching here is, hang on, wait a second. If we have a look at the SPX hourly chart, We only get a fail on this head and shoulders when we get over 6049, which is a long way away and only 50 short of the high. But I'm liking it. It's nice. And if we get a decent move going here, if we can get back over some key targets, but particularly and mostly and mainly, we need to get back over the daily middle band. That's the real target on NQ, on NDX, on SPX, and on Dow. And that's where we need to get to next. The fact we've got some nice looking inverted head and shoulders breaking up, if those make target, then it'll get us back to that test. So we shall see. All right, let's have a look at DAX. DAX. Nice move off the lows here, still below the daily middle band. Nikkei, if we are going to see a retest of the high, I would be hoping to see a retest of this high here on the Nikkei as well, 42.4. Not an awful lot giving us a move in that direction here yet, but where it is promising, so we shall see. All right, let's have a look at DX. DX still up at the highs here. I'm planning to get a post out today. Sorry, I was doing a bit of referencing and so on, but I should have a post out today talking about DX and the inflection point here. We've got a big inflection point here. We could fail here, or we could continue higher into the 114.75 area. On ZB, ZB is trickling down, and I think the target is likely to be in the 104 to 106 area. We've come up basically 1.2%. And we've got another 0.2% to go to get to this retest target. I think it's good for it. So I'm expecting to see that happen. CL is still up in the this big resistance area with some negative divergence, 60-minute sell signal fix. This could be a breakup in progress here. We could be abandoning lower targets for a while. I think we'd probably be coming back for those, but I think a decent breakup for now. NG, potential double top here. I am wondering about that because, of course, we are in a seasonal period where it tends to decline. So watching that with interest. On GC, pulling back a bit, waiting for the dollar, I think. SI, pulling back a bit, waiting for the dollar, I think. But we've already made the double bottom target on SI. On HG, possible double top here. It's quite a nice one, actually. The 60-minute sell signal has already reached the possible near miss target, but I am wondering about a pullback here that might take us back into about the 41.80 area, I think. All right, let's have a look at KC. KC is breaking up from the flag. This could morph into a larger flag, but we could just head straight back up and retest this high here in the 348 area. On SB, it's continuing down at the moment. There's a lot of negative divergence pointing the other way. I was thinking this double bottom had real prospects, but at the moment we've lost it. This could still be an IHS forming, but the nice pattern there has gone. This looks like a triangle forming, and we've made it back up to triangle resistance. This would be A, B, C, D, E, partial pullback. Basically, if this is a triangle, it could push back up at any time, break up over that trend line, and head back to the retest up in the 12.850 area. On ZW, still got a nice looking double bottom. The smaller one is now slightly breaking up. On Corn, consolidating a bit. Do we have a sell signal here? Yes, we do. We've got a 60-minute sell signal fix, and it's a full size one actually. So looking for a bit of retracement here. On soy, nice move up. Not really got a target here, and we've got a possible 60-minute sell signal brewing. So I'm thinking we might be seeing a pullback. I'm hoping that's not going to carry wheat back with it because wheat has not participated in the upside. CT, I'm wondering about a low forming on cotton here, but we're not seeing a lot of sign of it at the moment. On lumber, back to the monthly pivot. Next obvious target, don't have a good read on this, but the next obvious target I think would be a retest of this high here in the 638 area, but we don't really have a decent pattern to work with here. On live cattle, we have gone higher, and we've still got a 60-minute sell signal fixed. Might see a bit of retracement here, might not. Lean hogs is breaking up from the flag. So I think this is probably going to deliver a move to come back and retest this high here, just under 90. All right, let's have a quick review of ES, and on ES, we saw a nice move up yesterday. All the initial buy signals on ES, NQ, RTY, and YM have basically made target. But we've got some nice patterns here. This is an inverted head and shoulder pattern. You can see the basically the neckline goes across here. It's starting to break up. This could get us back up into the 56.05 area, and that is where we retest the daily middle band. So that is looking promising. I've got, hang on, I've got another one of those on NQ. Hasn't quite broken up yet, but it's not bad. RTY, hang on a second. RTY, I have another one. I don't think I've got one on YM. Am I right? Yeah, I am right. Well, actually, no, we kind of got one there too. So these are all inverted head and shoulder patterns. So basically, I think we might just be at the halfway mark of this move. And if we can get a strong enough move here, then we can make it back up to the retest of the highs. I'm thinking we may well top out there. But I think our chances of getting there don't look bad at all. I'll probably do another post today looking at those inverted head and shoulder patterns and anything else that's interesting. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. All right, catch you later.